Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Happy Columbus Day or Indigenous People Day or Happy Thanksgiving to my Canadian friends up north. A lot of people have been wondering when I'm going to have my Bachelor in Paradise Canada recap up. Due to a VPN snafu, God bless you, last night, I haven't been able to get that revealed just yet, but I will. Hold on tight. I'll have my Bachelor in Canada recap. What's it called? What are they just going to slather each other in maple syrup? I'm here for it. Do it in a six-pack. Do it in a bikini. Whatever you need to do. All right, folks. The video right now is about Tyler Cameron. We'll share some other alumni moments over the weekend. But is Saturday Night Live cameo by Tyler Cameron the biggest alumni moment ever? And is he the most famous alumni? I think he is. I think at this point, it's not all social media followers, although he has that, but he's got a lot in the works. Boy, you'd think that his people were paying me to promote this guy so much, but he's a big deal. When people were like, oh, I wonder if Tyler Cameron will be the next Bachelor, I was like, yeah, if you pay him enough, he's got to be charging at least $1 million. I mean, he cashed out in Bachelor Nation at the pinnacle. He cashed out after Hannah Brown's season and hasn't looked back. If he goes back on the show and says or does the wrong thing or falls in love or breaks up with the wrong person, then no bueno. He's not going to get any more of a following from he squeezed enough out of the Bachelor Nation lemons. That is a metaphor. All right, so let's get into this video. Of course, this Friday, I will be performing live stand-up comedy in North Hollywood. If anyone wants to come, hit me up in the DMs. It's free. It's BYOB. It'll be a ton of fun. Also, I got a new video out on my Instagram, a bunch of new reels out, but you can go check that video. It's me explaining how I built my new studio desk. It looks pretty nice, so you can go watch that there. I have a brand new studio I built, just a few upgrades over the weekend, so you can go check all that out. And so I'll talk about a few different things going on. Whenever there's a bunch of little stories, it's hard to make it into a unique video. At the end, I'll share the Tyler Cameron sketch on SNL. In the meantime, we have on Reddit, are we just going to ignore that Maddie Pruitt wrote a book? So apparently Maddie Pruitt wrote a book. She matched her little, what is called a moment. What's the title here? Writes a book, does her thing, still emotional over her book signing. All right, there she is, folks. Author and journalist, I guess, Maddie. She's hardcover only. I wonder what she's charging for that. She's writing some autograph signings there. I said it should probably be called Eyelashes, Go Big or Go Home. Her title, probably. And anyway, some other people wrote, what's this? I'd love for one of them to write a sexy dystopian fiction novel instead of a memoir. No, they write memoirs. They write about what they know. And they're really just giving anyone a book deal these days, huh? Most of these contestants have personalities that are pretty bland. Who wants to read their memoirs? Well, people are going to buy them. People are going to buy them. Someone wrote, we very not care. That's not proper English, but I know what you mean. Does she talk about her white savior missions to Africa in the book? I'm not sure. Anyways, all right, so you can go check that out. And then we've got some other stuff I'll be ripping off. Justin Takes the Batch, of course, with full credit due to Justin. I'll play the Tyler Cameron video in a second, but he does a good job of compiling what contestants did over the weekend. So we have some contestants there. Looks like there's a baby bump happening with our, not Rachel Lindsay. She's not pregnant that we know of, but we've got Kelsey's now dating the guy who looks like Chase Crawford. More on him later. Victoria Fuller's in the background with what might be the biggest bottle of red wine ever. We saw my story on him earlier on Victoria Fuller earlier. Natasha, I'm not exactly sure. Look, I don't know everybody. All right. Looks like that's an upside down Greg Grippo. There we go. The boys went to Ohio State. Greg Grippo, Andrew, Michael. Let's see, what do we have? Trey and the Christian guy. What's his name? Mike? Is that right? Did I get this right? Did I get everyone? Wow, if I messed that up. All right, here we are. Ladies looking. There it is. White Lies and Red Wine. The song, if you didn't watch my last video, the lyrics. So Victoria Fuller's ex makes a song and just obliterates Victoria in it. You got to go watch my video on it. Kenny and Ed, there they are, looking very nice in Chicago. Bennett and Dale. Dale, what's going on? Haven't heard from you in a moment. We have Katie Thurston and Dr. Lovegrove, John Hirsch. Okay, they're hanging out. Oh, my boy Courtney. Gotta love Courtney. We need more from Courtney out there. motivational speaker Carl, and that guy who's not tagged, so I don't know who he is. Kit and... Gosh, what's her name? Because this is, I shouldn't be doing this if I don't know everyone's names. Anyway, they were busy. They went to brunch. They went to football games. They had a fun life. What did you do? You mowed your lawn. You picked up the leaves, huh? Bachelor Nation, not looking too bad. We should all go on the show. All right. I built the desk. That's what I did. And of course, like I said, I'm not going to have this video up till it's up, but Ileana, is that her name? Ileana and Brendan Quinn. I've said this from the start when I found out they would both be on Bachelor in Paradise Canada. I said they would be a beautiful couple. We'll have to see how it all goes down. Anyway, I'll be watching that as soon as possible and getting you guys a recap. So if you aren't following Bachelor in Canada, I'm just going to call it Bachelor in Canada, right? Isn't that what it is? Anyway, let's play. I'm going to play for you the sketch, not all of it, but I'm going to play the first couple minutes of the sketch with Kim Kardashian and Tyler Cameron. Sometimes these things get deleted because of, licensing stuff. So let's see if they let me play it here, and then we will discuss right after. So here it is. You got to watch the whole clip because it's going to be annoying if you're watching it for the first time through me. But just as a comic, what we have here is straight man, and then we've got a unique thing happening, right? So we've got, and again, the straight men here are all the celebrities. And then the unique thing happening here would be the SNL cast member who's clearly not a valuable choice for her. I'm going to play the rest of it. You got to go watch it. Hey, Tyler nailed it. He delivered the lines. Kim Kardashian nailed it. They all nailed it. I mean, people say, oh, it's not rocket science. What was he doing? Well, you know it when someone messes up. That's what it's all about. You know it when someone messes up. And he nailed the line. He's got a few projects he's working on. There's a Dirty Dancing either remake or prequel, or I don't know what it is. It might be a reality TV show. Either way, he's been in dancing classes for that. He's going to be on that show on Fox. We'll cover it when it comes out. So lots going on there. I find that whenever you have such a big fan group like Tyler Cameron does, there's also the groups of people that roll their eyes, being like, oh, whatever he might be. I don't know, maybe too good to be true, or he's not. A lot of people when they want to kind of diss him will go, oh, he's not that attractive. And you go, oh, shut up, Clarence. Not that attractive? The guy's got ab muscles in his ab muscles. He's got a jawline. He's tall. He's symmetrical. He's got nice eyes. I mean, he's very attractive. You could say maybe his voice is very monotonous, whatever. But come on, credit where it's due. These are generational talents that you don't get often in Bachelor Nation. You've got someone like Hannah Brown, who, pageantry, she's got a huge following, but she doesn't, other than an influencer, she doesn't have any really much of an entertainment life. You have Rachel Lindsay. Now, Rachel Lindsay, of course, has parlayed many big things off of The Bachelorette. I would have assumed Rachel Lindsay would be successful no matter what she does. She's a lawyer. She's got a ton of things going on. Other people that we look at, Matt James, he's on Dancing with the Stars. Caitlin Bristow has done a ton. She might be worth the most out of a lot of the Bachelor alumni from what she's been able to do with the show, staying relevant, her Off the Vine podcast. She's got Spade and Sparrow, a wine line. I mean, she's got a wine line. That sounds like a lot of fun. We should call my my Google voicemail line the wine line, where you just drink some rosé and bitch to me. Well, Dave, I feel like you could have shut it. So there's obviously a lot of comparisons, or a lot of people you can compare success to in the industry, in the Bachelor industry. But Tyler, credit where it's due, has really just skyrocketed. This man dated Gigi Hadid, hugged Taylor Swift, and has now been in an SNL skit with Kim K. Not gonna lie, pretty impressive for a Bachelorette reject. Yeah, he was never even a lead of a show. Now, Bachelor Data, Susanna, was very smart in explaining why Tyler, one of the reasons why he has been so successful post-show. If you guys remember I believe it was after the final rose, where Hannah Brown had found out that Jed was too busy writing, dog jingles, and had a girlfriend that he may or may not have had, said he loved her. We weren't official. We were on a break, pivot, the whole thing, right? He pivoted, all right. He pivoted to puppy chow. Let me tell you about that. Anyway, the point is that Hannah Brown and Tyler Cameron had that moment where she was like, would you like to go on a date? And he's like, I'd like that. And then everyone was like, follow on Instagram. Do me a favor, follow me on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and whatever else you want to. Follow me home. I don't care. You won't be the first person. Don't know where I live. It's weird. Anyway, I digress. The point is that the dude's been, and it's no offense to Hannah Brown, but I was kind of thinking like, no offense to Hannah Brown, but I'm like, Tyler, he started dating Gigi Hadid. He friend zoned Hannah Brown. We remember this correctly, right? Tyler was like, I don't think so. Like, he put her in the friend zone. They became friends, quarantine crew. That led to Matt James, all this other, whatever. But the guy is, anyway, okay, I'm done ball washing here, but the point is the guy, someone said, this guy hit the jackpot like no one from this show ever has, especially for someone who wasn't a lead or F1. Jillian is still pretty popular. Oh, Jillian's nothing compared to him. I mean, I'd say Rachel Lindsay is crushing it way beyond just a skit on SNL. She's got a legitimate on-screen career with Extra. That is true. That is absolutely true. I agree, but Rachel has been putting in so much work. Tyler C, on the other hand, he kind of just exists and gets all these crazy opportunities. Yeah, because Tyler C's a model. So models, you go to castings, you show up, you stay healthy, you fit in, Hey, look, easier said than done. Let's all look at our bodies, It ain't easy doing what they do. But then again, I look at Tyler C and I never want to eat breadsticks again, but then I look at him as so unattainable, I crave food. What's going on out there? You know what I mean? He stood next to Kris Jenner on the front row of the Good Nights too. I don't remember that one. The fact that Chase Crawford and Jesse Williams are there too. Yeah, Chase Crawford's a gorgeous man. I used to do background work on Gossip Girl in New York City, so I got to see Chase Crawford. I was like, and then Penn went to my gym, and I remember making eye contact with Penn. It's so funny when you see a celebrity because the brain thinks it's seeing a friend. It's like, we know them, and then you're like, huh? And you look at them, and they're like, oh no, I know you from TV. Someone said Jed is somewhere, guitar in hand, fuming. Anyway. So lots of weird little tidbits there, but let me know what you guys think. Obviously, go watch the full thing. Sorry, turn that off. Go watch the full skit. It's available. Literally, everyone's ripped it off. It's all over the place. I'm just not going to play the full thing here because you can go find it somewhere else. So a lot of people said it was a real fun surprise. I mean, I would have loved to watch this live, but obviously, for those of us that didn't watch it live, we already kind of knew what to expect. Someone said Kris Jenner works hard, but Tyler C's publicist works harder. I think it's less his publicist and more his agents. When you have an agent that's that high up, they can make phone calls and, they know that a lot of big things are in the works for Tyler C, so why not kind of keep promoting him? And, hey, he's in New York. It's a one-liner. It's totally fun. I did background on SNL years ago, and it's petrifying. You shoot basically, starting on like Tuesday, and I could get this wrong by a day or two, to prepare for a Saturday Night Live skit or show, I should say. On a Tuesday, they pitch ideas. On Wednesday, they whittle those down and they write sketches. On Thursday, they work on their sketches, whatever. They find out what's going to make it. They start building the sets and all that. By Saturday, they'll do like a dress rehearsal in the afternoon, and they'll literally run through it, not in costume, but they'll run through it with everyone that's involved, with the full sets. Saturday night, I want to say around 8:30 at night. I could be wrong. The final show tapes at 11:35. Boom, that's when it starts, East Coast time. It is live, baby. They do a dress rehearsal at like 8:30, and I could be wrong with the times. And that dress rehearsal, they do full costume, full everything, full studio audience. They film the whole thing. After that, they kind of see what the audience reacted to. And if there's any sketches that like flopped or whatever, they'll pull about 25% of the sketches from the live taping, and then they'll reshoot it for the full time, for the actual 11:35 p.m. show. It's crazy. The tension and anticipation within that studio is wild because it's literally in the middle of 30 Rock. It's on floor 33 or whatever the hell it is. And it's just like wild. People are running around with flamingo costumes on and the fire breathers and the musical guests. And it's just crazy. You can't buy a ticket for it. It's absolutely insane. And to be on it and even just stand there and deliver your lines. Yeah, they're holding cue cards up. You literally can't mess it up, but people do. And it's a wild thing. So here's to Tyler. Congrats on that. Biggest SNL, biggest cameo moment ever. Let me know what you guys think, if he's up there, if anyone deserves to be ranked higher than this moment as like the biggest non-Bachelor entertainment moment. Love to hear from you. Oh, and check this out. I got a new microphone. Bye, everybody.